Do you ever feel like you're being attacked by a whole bunch of negative thoughts? Do you want to know how to stop it? Stick around for this video. I've got 3 keys that can help you out. What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's Motivational Monday video. I'm your host, Denise Renee. I'm a writer, musician, and content creator. And in this series, I publicly share thoughts that I'm thinking to encourage myself because I think it just might help you. So if you've been tracking along with my Motivational Monday and Fitness Friday videos recently, you know that I've been doing a lot of deep introspective work over these last couple of weeks, working with my mindset coach. I'm really working on getting to the root of a lot of thoughts that have been holding me back from being more successful in my life, in my business, in my relationships, in everything. And one of the things you've been hearing me saying over the last couple of videos is that our thoughts essentially are the root of everything. What we think about the most, be it good, be it bad, that's what we wind up manifesting in our lives. That's the kind of life that we wind up creating for ourselves. So in this process, I've really been catching myself telling myself 1,000 little lies in about every area of my life, from business to relationships, you name it. So like some of the lies I've been telling myself in my business have been, oh, I don't have an engaged audience on my social media. Oh, no one's really watching and paying attention to my videos. Duh, that is so not the case. When I look and see, no, I may not have millions of followers, but the hundreds of followers that I do have appreciate what I share. I may not get a whole bunch of comments on every single video, but when I do get comments, they're so positive and they're so encouraging, and people are really being affected by what I'm sharing. So it's like I really have to take those lies that I'm telling myself and say, stop, because this is not true. And if I don't stop the lies, what will happen is I'll start creating the negative things that I'm kind of worried and fearful about. Well, they're just gonna start showing up all the time. And then I'll really have something to work through. So how do I stop the vicious cycle of negative thoughts? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I assume that negative thoughts are going to come because they will come. They're gonna pop up. It's really not so much about trying to stop them from coming and showing up. It's really about, will we allow ourselves to continually dwell on them and think on them? Or are we gonna say, nope, I don't need you in my life. I've got something different to say. And so what I wanna share are 3 tips that I actually use to do the latter. Step number 1 is becoming aware of the negative thoughts. It's so easy to just be thinking negative thoughts and they just keep running and playing in the back of our minds, and we have to catch them in the act. When you hear yourself telling yourself something negative, you've got to hit pause. You've got to be aware of it. That's the only way you're going to be able to take steps number 2 and 3. So then step number 2 is, what I like to do is try to investigate internally and say, well, where did this thought come from? Where did it originate? Was there some incident that happened where I decided I was going to believe this negative thing? What was that incident? And whatever that incident is, should I apply that to all other incidents that now come, or was that an isolated incident? I really take time to analyze and make sure I'm not trying to make a global assumption on something that happened locally. And then step number 3, once I'm aware of what that negative thought is and I know where it kind of came from, I tell myself, you know what, that's not what I really want. I don't want that negative thing. This is the positive thing that I want to see in my life instead. And I consciously replay that positive affirmation to myself of what it is that I do want to see. So when I start thinking, oh, you know, my social media audience isn't growing, I stop and I say, no, you gained 2 more followers on your page yesterday. No, you got a really great comment and feedback on Instagram yesterday. And you've been more consistent with your videos, and now your videos are getting more reach. And so more and more people are seeing your videos. The more people that see your videos, more people are gonna comment, more people are gonna be impacted, and it's gonna be great, amazing, and awesome. And I repeat those positive things to myself. So those are the steps that I take to counterbalance all the negative thoughts that I think. And I tell you, it's a lot of work because I have to be really conscious about it. But something that I do to help being positive become more subconscious is I use affirmations. I write my own affirmations, and sometimes I put them to music and I listen to them over and over so that they become part of my psyche. And it becomes a thought that I can instantly go to whenever a negative thought pops up. I actually shared one of my affirmations publicly a few weeks ago, And I want to share it with you again today. So you can head on over to meetdeniserenee.bandcamp.com to listen. And if you like that affirmation, go ahead and download it. And that's a way that you can support me and support what I'm doing here on this channel if you like these Motivational Mondays. So if you are having challenges thinking positively and like to use an affirmation, check that affirmation out. Go ahead and download it. So guys, I hope that this video was really very helpful for you, giving you 3 practical steps of how you can combat and push the stop button on negative thoughts in your life. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, give it a heart, give it a share. My goal is to inspire as many people as I possibly can, and that happens when you help share this video. And tell me what you think down below. Leave your comments. How do you handle negative thoughts? What do you do to combat them? I'd love to know your techniques, because the more tools that we all have in our toolbox, the better. So go ahead and share them in the comments below. If you want to get more Motivational Monday content like this, then make sure that you've liked my Facebook page at facebook.com/Meet Denise Renee. And you can catch my short motivational moment videos every day on Instagram by following me using @MeetDeniseRenee. You can also subscribe to my videos on YouTube at youtube.com/Denise Renee Copywriter. So thank you so much for checking out and supporting this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.